welcome back to Wreckfest. You join us today for this extended episode as we're looking to win the National Amateur Championship today. The reason for this extension was we got towards the end of the episode and we only needed a few more points and we could win it today. So I thought we'd extend the episode. It's longer than I normally would like, maximum about half an hour, and see if we can get the final points needed to actually win the championship. But before that, we need to get into the other racing. So we started today with a new event. This was SummerSlam at the Madman Stadium Demolition Race Arena. We're using the Firefly, which you've just seen us look at just then and change into. We just need to armour it up now, and then we can throw it in and see what we can do in the Demolition Arena. We'll get to the extension later on. We'll talk about it as we get there. But let's focus on the races we want to do first and foremost. Quite a lot of armour we can put on this. And as a demolition race, we want to make sure it's as armoured up as possible. There's nothing worse than having no armour and getting smashed immediately. And you're automatically wrecked. It does mean our rating obviously goes down. But that doesn't really matter in the demolition arena. So, what's left to put on here? Not much, by the looks of it. Bars on the side. There we go. Got a bit of money to spend, so we can use that. Okay, D rating. Wow, okay. I didn't know we could go that low to D, to be fair. That's a new one. Obviously, we don't want to go to D rating. But we can upgrade something else, maybe, to get it back up. Because we don't want to be D rated, because I don't think we can do this race if we are. So, we might have to take... No, this upgrade, we must be able to upgrade something. Just take us back up. No, that doesn't take us past D. It's still D. We still need something else then. What else have we got here? Come on. There we go. C rated. 2,500 credits. Job done. Madman Stadium. Demolition Arena. An armoured Firefly. Let's see how we get on in this one. And we are wrecked. We did okay, to be honest. I thought we did okay. 5th place, it seems, and we wrecked 3 people. So yeah, I think we did okay there. I'm still struggling with demolition events, mainly winning them, essentially. Because in some ways, you've got to stay out of trouble as long as possible. Final position, 5th place, 1 of 2 bonus targets, 120 of 200 points there. We started today on 1,000 points, needing 800 to finish the championship. Forgot to mention that, to be fair. So we move on to the next one. This is Hillbilly Rodeo. This is a different demolition arena. This will be at Fairfield Grassfield. So it's be a grassy arena instead of the one we're just on. We need to change vehicle. Let's go for the Rammer RS, I think. Yeah, let's go Rammer RS. It's called a Rammer. Demolition Arena. Rammer RS. Makes sense, doesn't it? We are going to armour it up, though. There's no way I'm sending it in as it is. Can we afford anything? That's the question. Yes. We're going to drop its rating down doing this, but that's not the big issue. It's all about putting as much armor as possible and lasting as long as possible in the arena, more than anything else. Yeah, the issue we've got is we haven't got a lot of money. But I want to make sure we're in a position where we can actually survive a hit. Actually, I don't know if that was worth buying, to be fair. Doesn't do anything. Oh, we may have wasted the money a little bit there, I think. It doesn't really change anything. Side armor. There we go. And last one. And that, yeah, makes sense. That's that. So that puts us at B-rated 165 armoured Rammer RS. Grassfield this time. Can the Rammer RS do better than Firefly? Let's have a look. And the answer to my question was no. The Rammer RS can't do better than the Firefly. 17th position, 0 wrecked. Wow. I think we just failed that one. It means we may have to go back to it. I can't see us getting any points from that at all. Which is going to be a massive blow to our championship potential today. There we go. 17th position, 0 of 2 bonus targets. 10 points out of 200. Wow, okay. I thought we were done for. I thought we was getting no points. But okay, we'll take that. So next up, we're going to look at totaled on Tarmac. This is a 4-race series, and we are going to use the Rammer RS for this series. We just need to go and take all the armour off again in a second. But yeah, we have a choice of this or the Supervan. I think we'll just do the race in the Rammer RS, to be fair. Looking at all the other cars as well. That could, yeah. It's going to be a close one, I think. Proper first B-rated full-on race for a car we own. I know we did our first races in the last episode and used the Rammer RS, but it was only loaned to us. So this will be our own vehicle racing in a B-rating race for the first time, really. Which kind of defeats the object of last episode's title, doesn't it? It's in theory that should be today. But it was our first B-rated races and cars. We just didn't own them, if that makes sense. I don't know. If you haven't seen it, go back and have a look at that episode. But focusing on today. So we have now taken the armour off, upgraded little bits. We have got the Rammer RS in our B rating, 185, which I think is pretty good. So the first race of this 4-race series is at Firerock Raceway main circuit. This is a new layout. We've been to Firerock Raceway before, but not to the main circuit layout. So this is a brand new layout race for us, which means we don't know the track. 24 cars, we are 13th at the start, and it's the 3-lap race in total. Come on, we've got to do something here. We haven't really used the Rammer RS that much, other than that race last episode where we borrowed it and then won it. So it's going to take some time getting used to, hence a lot of crashing here. Already damaged our suspension. That's not a good start, first couple of corners, but we have got ourselves up to 3rd place. That's always a bonus. So what it feels like is the Rammer RS is pretty quick. Acceleration not fantastic, but generally really quick. Up the inside, taking 2 positions into 1st place. Messing up the right-hander very, very deep into the right-hander there, and that's just lack of track knowledge more than anything else. The suspension, it's not really noticeable that much. I think it will be, as the race goes on, maybe in the fast corners potentially. Maybe it is noticeable. We're still in 1st place though. We've got a bit of gap to the cars behind us. It's not much, but there is a gap there. As we, I think, are about to cross the line for the end of lap number 1. That's the thing with not knowing the tracks. I don't know where the finish line is. Yeah, here. There we go. Lap number 2 begins. We're in first place, nearly messed up the first corner. You can see the carnage that first couple of corners was, with all the debris all over the track, all the tyres. We kind of stayed out of trouble, but also got in trouble, but managed to make progress with that, which is always the main thing. The Rammer RS really lived up to its name in the opening couple of corners, to be fair. And I think that's how we've got to use this car. I don't think it's as stable as the Rocket. I think it's, although the suspension is making it a bit more unstable, to be fair. But I'd say it's quicker. But then it's a B-rated car, it's going to be, isn't it? But yeah, pretty similar to drive to the Rocket, I would say, apart from the back end isn't as tail happy. So maybe it is easier to drive. I don't know. I just like the Rocket, I suppose. But yeah, back end isn't as tail happy as the Rocket is. And the Rocket's got better acceleration, I would say. But this car is doing well. Still in first place as we come to the end of lap number 2 and start the final lap, which is here. Final lap now. We're just going to hold on this lead. Very, very messy on the first corner there. And second place is catching because of that mistake. So we need no more. Oh, the way. Why was he there? So we've damaged our engine now. And the tyres. I don't know which one was. I think right hand side front was damaged. He was in the way. I don't know what he was doing. I couldn't avoid him. I stuck to my line thinking he would stay where he was and didn't. That was ridiculous. But we still have the lead. The car is getting worse and worse to drive. But we just need to hold on. Second place were catching because of the early mistakes. But actually I don't think they are anymore. We're holding our own. So we're just going to get this car to the end. Still got 4 tyres. That's the important part. As long as we've still got 4, we can still race. What if we can race on 3, to be fair? Supervan. But yeah, we're still going. We're coming towards the end of the race. Just got to cross the finish line ahead of us now. And that will be the first win of this 4-race series. First place. Nice. And a new lap record for us because it's the first time here of 1.03.147. Nicely done. And we won a street camshaft. Okay. We don't normally upgrade cars between races, but since you won a camshaft, I think we might as well put it on. And then we get a few more parts that we can now buy due to leveling up to level 20. So we're going to put on the camshaft we just won, the street camshaft. That will take us up a little bit, I think. There we go. It's free. It doesn't cost us anything. So it takes us to B rating 189 now, so an increase of 4. And the second race is at Espedalen Raceway main circuit. This is a brand new track. We've never been to Espedalen before, so this is going to be completely new for us. And we're going to see if we can do just as well as we did in the first race. So is that camshaft going to mess us up? Got to have something to blame, don't we? 13th place of 24 at the start. A decent start for us. As I say, the Rammer RS isn't very good at acceleration. It's very slow off the line. But it is good at ramming cars out the way when we want some space. And that worked perfectly as it made our way up now. Up the order into 7th place. A bit of off-roading with some of the tyres there. Oh, nearly got spun round from behind. He really caught the back end. Held on to it nicely. Been forced wide again here. Into 5th though now as we slide up the inside. Outside for the right-hander. Getting a bit wayward. Trying to get past 4th place. But they're having none of it. 3rd place over. They're having none of it. Forcing us onto the gravel and the mud. They were not allowing us space in that corner. We'll have to rejoin now in 5th place. This race is definitely going to be tougher, I think. Even with the new camshaft increasing us. All 4 cars ahead of us braking heavily there for the corner. We just made it ourselves. 3 cars off-road there. 2 rejoin really badly and get all messed up. We now take 3rd place. Chasing down the 2 cars. Had 3 cars off track and only 2 of them survived. One of them of the 3 survived, sorry, I should say. We've nudged 2nd place out the way to take its position. And now it's just 1st place to go. I didn't mean to nudge him there. Just lost the braking point. Didn't really know where we were stopping for the corner as it's a new track. But eventually we turn him round and we are now in 1st place. We have some problems though. If you look on the left hand side, the car isn't in the best condition. We've got an engine problem, suspension, gearbox, wheels. You name it, we've probably damaged it at this point. But we are in 1st place on the 2nd lap. And it's a pretty open track, to be fair. I like these open tracks where there's a lot of runoff space. If you make a mistake and go deep, you've still got enough to keep going at least. There's nothing that's going to put you into a wall or anything like that. It's very open, and I really like that. So we just need to keep it together on a track we don't know. But if we can just hold it, this will be 2 wins out of 2. If. Second place seems to be a long way back, to be fair. I think we've got a decent gap. I'm trying to remember the corners. I completely forgot that one. The right-hander here. Dirty tyres aren't helping. And there is second place with the ram from behind. They caught us up massively due to that mistake. But they're just letting us know they're there. A little touch from behind. I'm here. Let me pass. No. Still in first place. Just got to keep going. Making less mistakes if possible. That would be nice. Just got to try and remember where these corners are. That's the biggest problem on new tracks. But we start the final lap in first place. Now we can just need to hold off second. We know he's there. He's already told us he's there. We now just need to hold him off. And I've kind of gathered a couple of corners where I'm struggling. So I'm hoping we can do better this lap. Just working out very quickly. Right, we struggled there and this is why. Let's do this. But nicely done there. Right-hander taken really nicely. Followed by a second right-hander. Which again, really nice. Tight to the apex. Held in nicely. I think we kept speed up pretty well there. The Ram RS is probably going the quickest we've ever driven as well. It's at 100 miles per hour in the Ram RS. I think that's the first time we've hit 100 in any car so far. I don't necessarily keep an eye on the speedometer when we're racing. It's not something I've looked at. But just now on that long straight I did, and 100 miles per hour. I think we were taking corners in the Rocket in the last episode, 50, 60 miles per hour. But to do 100, that's definitely new for us. I'm curious what all the top speeds are now of all the vehicles now I've seen that. I don't know how we'd ever test it, but yeah. I didn't realise, I didn't even think they could be that quick. There we go though, across the line, first place with a brand new lap record as it's a new track of a 1 minute .08.084. There we go, nicely done. 2 first place and we've won a racing exhaust. So we'll add that to the car in a second as well. As we've won it, it's free. Might as well. So let's add in the racing exhaust. There we go. That saved us a lot of money, that one, I think. So the race number 3 is at Motorcity Circuit, main circuit. The brand new track for us again. We've never been to Motorcity Circuit before. So this is a brand new one. The Ram RS is now 192 B rated because of the racing exhaust. So went up by another 3. Now, with 2 wins out of 2 so far, the aim is 4 wins out of 4. Can we do it again? Only 2 laps this one, so this must be a very long lap for only have 2 laps. The 13th of 24, again, slow start because of our poor acceleration. But this is where we come good in the pack. We're a ramming car, essentially. Ramming cars out the way, moving up to 8th already. All the cars ahead of us battling as well. Oh, we're forced into the wall. Ah, that's not good. No. No. Stop. Stop. Okay, come on. Let me get back on going. 21st of 24. There's not much left of the car. Amazingly, the engine's absolutely fine and the gearbox is fine. Everything else, not so much. Wheels are damaged, suspension damaged. Really feeling it in the control as well. Critical damage now. I don't know, did we hit the cars went past it there? We're slicing through the other cars. The aerodynamics on this must be brilliant now. We've lost all the extra weight and parts and things. Slicing through them all there was lovely. Up in the 10th place. We were 21st a second ago. That went nicely. Still on the first lap. These laps are going to be long, I think. Yeah, you can definitely feel this in the controls. Acceleration is really juddery when you try and accelerate. Braking is the same. It's just so twitchy as the back end comes out. And we know this car's quite stable on the track, as we saw in the previous races. But we're struggling really to hold on to this car. It's quick. It's just not cornering at all now. Really struggling. Critical damage. I'm hoping we can finish the race. We've just got to really stay out of trouble. We want no one to hit us. Ah, too deep. That's alright, that's not solid. I thought for a second that was a solid wall and I was in trouble, but it wasn't. It was tyres. We're up to 9th place now. I still want to overtake. I'm not going to sit back and try and drive on my own and defend. I think we've got to overtake. Don't touch us. And just take it easy. We have started lap number 2. I didn't even know where that was. Up to 6th place now. So yeah, we're still going to overtake. I've just got to really pick a moment. What are you doing turning into us? Okay, we're in big trouble. No. We've got 1 health left. We're in 4th place as well on the final lap. 1 health, 1 touch, and we're done. 1 mistake into a wall, we're done. Don't do it. In the 2nd place now, braking for the corner. Come on. No! Tap from behind. I did not finish. We do get a new lap record of 1 minute and 53.162, as it's a new track for us. But that's a did not finish to go there 2 wins. That's annoying. He didn't need to touch us. He didn't need to tap the rear end. I thought we had it. I really did. Final race of this 4-race series. We're back at the Espedalen Raceway for the short circuit reverse layout. So a new layout for us. Can we do better than last time? I can't believe they took us out. We were doing really well, especially after the big crash so early on. But anyway, back into this one. 4th race, 13th of 24. 3 laps to try and get our 3rd win of 4. Ramming our way through, another car spun out there, brilliantly done. Up to 9th already, but off the track now, alongside other cars, and we're getting hit left, right and centre as we gain a new rival. That wasn't the start I wanted at all. We're going to work our way up, although we're taking cars out left, right and centre. I think they're all off track, and that's why it gave us the places. Up to 9th place now. So we've gained some on the start. We started 13th, so we've gained 4 positions, despite everyone else smashing into us and us them. 2 position gain, 3 positions gained there if we can move up to 6th place. This is getting confusing now as I'm trying to keep up with the driving at the same time. Left hand corner, missed it massively. Very, very deep. So we're now down to 7th. And we've started lap number 2. I didn't even see the start finish line, to be fair. We started lap number 2, up to 6th place if we get an overtake there. Up in the 5th now as we overtake up the inside there. The yellow car not too happy with that overtake, but we're going to take it. We're just going to catch these couple of cars ahead of us, and we're laughing once again. Past one there as he tries to hit us out of the way, but we're a bit stronger than he is, it seems. We gain 4th and then 3rd as we take the corner really nicely. He hits the back of us and then spins himself out. And somehow we've been given 2nd. I don't know where 2nd came from, but we're now in 2nd place. That corner is horrible to catch right. That corner there is just nasty. I just can't get it right. Final lap now. We're in 3rd. How are we 3rd? We're 2nd a second ago. I don't know. We're in up to 2nd again. Is he going to do the switcheroo? Oh, it's going to be a drag race to see if he can keep position. He's forcing us off. But we are quite a strong car. The Ram RS is fairly strong, as you can see, as he's trying to drive into us. But a bit wayward as we touch the grass. Chasing down 1st place now. A little fighting there. Allowed 1st to get away. But we are tracking him down really quickly here. Not the best corner in the world. As 3rd place tries to take 2nd away from us. Don't know if they're going to hold on left-handed. This is what I can't do. 2 cars come flying past us there. That red car came out of nowhere. And we're going to lose it on the line to him as well. Nearly got back past. 4th place finish. Best lap of 38.770, which is a new track record for this layout. Wow. I don't know where that 4th place came from. The 3rd place, the red car. The speed he took on that corner to fly past us. That final corner is a nightmare. But final position in this 4-race series, a 2nd place, 2 out of 4 bonus targets, 280 out of 400 points. After winning the first 2, I thought we had it in the bag. Obviously, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted. Okay, let's go for another one. This is going to be Supervan Smash-Up. This is another demolition race, but this time in the Supervan. How good is that? This will be interesting, I'm sure. 3 wheels in the demolition arena. Everyone else is driving the Supervan too. That's a bonus. I was concerned they'll be driving something bigger, stronger, harder. Let's armour the Supervan up. I think that's the best bet. What? We can't buy any armour. There's no armour for the Supervan. And man, them upgrades are incredibly expensive. Wow. Okay, I don't think we're going to be upgrading the Supervan for a very long time. Why are they both 0 but don't do anything? It's weird. Yeah. I don't think we're upgrading Supervan anytime soon. Very expensive and no armour. This is not going to go well, is it? How do you do a demolition event without armour? Okay, we haven't got a choice. So Supervan's going in B rated 166. Can we take out the other cars and win a demolition event in the Supervan? And it's done. We did really well there. Really enjoyed that. I think the Supervan was really good. We wrecked 9 other vehicles. The target was 3. So we smashed it massively. I think we did really well. It's showing up as second there. But, you know, we beat the target, which was the important thing. Did that vehicle not get wrecked at all? I think first place got 0 wrecks. It never got wrecked once. How? Just hide somewhere. I think that's some of the time you have to do with that. Is just hide a lot of the time. But we went full force. And we completed it. Bonus targets 1 of 1. 200 points out of 200. Now, that leaves us 190 points away from the championship. And we can do this race here right now. Speedway Busters for 200 points. That will give us the championship if we do this today. And if we win this one. So let's give this a go. This is a Big Valley Speedway. The inner oval. We've never been to Big Valley Speedway and not the inner ovals. Brand new for us. We're going to use the Rocket. I think that's the best bet for us. Multi-heat event. Top 12 go through. So we need to get top 12 in qualifying to then move on to the semis and then the final. The Rocket currently sits at C-rated on 149. Oval though, 6 laps to stay in the top 12. Let's do it. These are going to be quick. This is going to be fast and furious. So as quickly as possible, we need to be in the top 12 and stay there. Because these laps are going to fly by extremely quickly. So, first lap, we're doing really well. Up to 5th place already. Fairly safely into the top 12. Not in a rush to get further forward, but we're taking positions quite easily here as we start the second lap of 6. And we're in first place. Nicely done. Wasn't aiming for it back in the second. Weren't aiming for it, but it was just, we took a lot of speed into the corners. The Rocket's a really good car. The only thing that does go wrong back end, it can be a bit tail happy at speed round corners, and then you've got the issue of it may step out on you, and you turn too much, and if you turn too much, it doesn't like it and will mess up. So we've got to be a bit careful on the turning on the oval, which is tricky when most of it is turning, but we're going to have to try and stay as fast as possible while turning as gently as possible. If that makes sense. But first place, 4 laps already done. I said these would fly by. As we're nearing the end of lap number 4 and starting number 5, we're coming up to some cars we're about to lap for the first time. And this is when it can get dodgy and a bit hairy. We're lapping these cars, but they've got no reason to move out of our way. So we now have to be careful. One, not to lose too much time. Not that I'm that worried. We're in the top 12 easily. We could afford to lose first. As long as we win the overall thing eventually. It doesn't matter if we don't finish first in the qualifying heat. Final lap now. But these are the cars that are going to take us out because they can. So that's what we're going to be careful of. And wreckage as well on the track. I don't think it's going to matter in this qualifying heat. I think we're going to smash it first time. Final bit. Race to the line. Let these cars argue ahead of us. And we're going to finish in first place of 24 cars. With a lap time of 17.793, which is our new PB. As we've never been here before, so that's our new lap record for this track and layout. Semi-finals now. Another 6 laps. Again, top 12 needed to make it to the finals. We start in first, which is kind of a bit of a cheat, because I think it gave us first place because we won our heat in the qualifying. But I'm away. No one's challenging us. We got away so quickly because the Rocket's acceleration is really, really good. The other cars are nowhere. And because of that lack of battling at the start and making our way through the pack, we're on our own. Which, yeah, is brilliant. We want these 200 points to win the championship. But this has just made it very uncompetitive. Because, we need top 12. We can afford to lose a few positions and still qualify for the final, which is what matters. I don't think we get any points for the qualifying races and stuff. It's all on the final. A first lap car there, finally getting past them. The downside again as well, as last time, although we're away from the pack, is the cars ahead that we're lapping. If they mess around, spin out, and we go into them, that could be game over for us. So there is some risk from being this far ahead, I suppose. We're always going to catch up some cars after, 4 or 5 laps, and that's exactly what we're doing here. And they're actually not causing us any bother, to be fair. We're making our way through them quite simply and quickly. No one's really trying to take us out, which is good. Yeah, it's better than having one waiting for you to come around the corner and smashing you to bits because they can. That's more online racing though, to be fair. This is more AI. AI, I don't think are going to do that. I do think they are going to challenge us though, but they're not going to wait on the track for us to come overtake them and lap them, are they? Like you do get in online lobbies. I don't play online really anymore. We did for Dirt Sport many moons ago now when I did some of that, but I don't generally, not Dirt Sport, sorry, Gran Turismo Sport is what I meant. We did do some of that online, but all of it was online, to be fair. Anyway, back to this race. It was easy. First place, a brand new PB of 17.585. That beats our previous record we got in qualifying of 17.793. So a brand new personal best in the semi-finals. And now it's finals. This is what we need. This is what it's all about. 200 points here wins us the National Amateurs Championship. Starting in first, again, a bit of a cheat, but this time it's 12 laps. So the downside of the 12 laps is we're going to lap more cars. We lap more cars, the more chances of them smashing us to bits as we try and get past them. This could be tricky. It's going to be a very quick 12 laps as lap number 1 is already done. I do want to just stay in the lead. If we can create this gap, overtake the lap cars nicely, we are laughing all the way to the National Amateur Championship. But I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched yet. I think it should be reverse grid order. If you win the qualifying or semi, you should start at the back. It should be reverse grid. That's what I would like anyway. Just because, you know, we're on our own. Obviously that would make it harder to actually win. But I think on an oval, you can get past fairly quickly. A lot of the cars ride the banking high up, or, you know, they're doing that middle point where you can stay low. A bit slower because you're lower, but it still works out. As done for us anyway. As we approach more lap cars. Hopefully none of them cause us any problems. I'm hoping they don't. The thing is as well, if we get a bit out of sorts, lose back end and hit them, they're more likely to come after us, I would say. I don't know for sure, but that would be my guess. We've had some racing where cars have deliberately put us out that are AI controlled, so I'm guessing, considering we're on the hardest difficulty, they're just more aggressive. But I don't know how that works for lap cars, that's the thing. But holding it well. We are 6 laps in, halfway through this 12 lap race. Still in first place, just where we started. 6 laps to hold us out now. We're doing really well. Taking the lap cars quite quickly, not really messing around with them. Making our way through a good speed. Lap number 7 now. These are very quick laps. We're flying through them. They're roughly 17, 18 seconds a lap. Based on our personal best and things. So that's not long, is it? We're just going to hold this together now. Come on, we're so close. Lap number 8 beginning. 4 laps to go. Still in first place. Lapping God knows how many cars now. No one gone there. I don't even know how many cars we've lapped. Have we lapped second place? That's the question. I don't think we have. Looking at how far behind he is, I don't think we have lapped him. Because that would be the one. You lap second place, you're laughing, aren't you? I'm amazed there's not more crashed cars either. You know, we've had races today, in fact, where everyone got smashed to bits in the demolitions. And the last episode, I don't know why I mentioned demolitions, to be fair, I got it wrong. Last episode, there was a lot of, I think we had a race where everyone destroyed themselves in the race. I think one of the challenges, in fact. So if you haven't seen that, go back and have a look. I know I've said that a few times today. But yeah, so on realistic damage, they can wreck themselves because they will fight each other. That's the thing. If you're not sure what our settings currently are for this series, check out the description. It tells you what we've got on, i.e. The hardest difficulty for the AI, as they're causing us a few problems there, but we do manage to get past. That didn't really do us any harm. It cost us a bit of time, but I think we're far enough ahead not to worry too much, to be fair. And we're going to finish at the end of lap number 11. Move on to the final lap now. Come on, let's bring this home. 200 points would be massive. Well, it wins us the championship by 10. So it would be, yeah, 10 points in it. Wow. Okay, come on. Final bend of the oval. I'm assuming it's called a bend. It's not a corner, is it? We approach the finish line, and that is 12 laps done. Started from first, stayed in first, and that is job well done. We got a best lap in the final of 17.782. It's not a personal best. A personal best was done in the semi, but it is done. We just need confirmation. Rewards though coming in, and that is a new exhaust for the rocket. That's something. I'm not worried about any of this. I just want to see if we've done it. We've leveled up to 22 points as well now. 22 points? We've leveled up to level 22. Decent amount of XP there, and we've done it. First place, 1 of 2 bonus targets. Total points 200 and 200. We've won the championship by 10 points. It was 1,800 points needed. We won by 1,810. But we're not done yet. We are done for today, but not fully. So the National Amateurs is finished. Championship is in our trophy cabinet, but we've still got races to finish. So the way we've been doing things so far, we don't move on to another championship until we have points in every race. It may only have to be 10 points or the minimum, but we need points in every race before we move on. So that's what we'll do in the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying doing it. If you are, a like on the episode does really help as well. So we'll see you next time as we look to finish off more races in the National Amateurs.